Hello Tubesters, it's Gav and welcome to another one of my videos. This is a longer version of a short I've just hopefully uploaded. This is a bust from Alexandros Models and it's a, what size is it Gav? 200mm. There's the original one and a damn sight better box art than I've done. Well, we can't all be as good as the professional painters. So this is an Oiran. She's not a geisha. I keep saying it because people go, great geisha. She's not a geisha, she's an Oiran, which is a very high class courtesan. And you'd have to have extremely deep pockets to, shall we say, avail yourself of her services. And even then, when you went to see an Oiran, you'd have to like meet up at a tea shop or something, and she would literally decide from a different table if she liked the look of you, and if she didn't, you didn't get her any farther. Yeah, she's not a geisha. Geishas were more entertainers. They could obviously do other services, let's put it that way. We're trying to skirt around things. But Oirans did provide other services, but they were extremely high class. Right, we've danced around that pinhead. Let's take a look at the figure. She's resin, comes in several parts. You know, the head and shoulders, which are really stuffed up gluing into the main torso. The hands go into the sleeves of the kimono. Obviously the masks, and then obviously all the bits and pieces. I did this ages and ages ago. You did see, if you've been around long enough, you'll see me. I've been putting, as I usually do. You know, if I've reached a certain stage, I put a small video up or a longer one. And in this case, it's my marra Beetle sent me he often gets a mention. He sent me this plinth. Now I had got a little brass riser type plinth which would screws into these type of bases. However, I realised after trying to merge them both, I wasn't happy about how close the sleeves were down here, so I stuck it on a piece of dowel. Now these aren't proper dowels; the wooden dowel. It's actually an ice lolly stick. We went through a stage a few years ago where my wife was bringing a lot of these ones with these round dowels out, and I thought great for dioramas, anything. The problem is they're all bent out of shape, as you can see on this one. So she has a slight lean to her. It's going in my cabinet, I don't care. So, but thank you, Beetle, very much for sending these. As I said on a WhatsApp to you, that this is very stable. It's not going anywhere, especially with a higher mounted bust than this. You could lower it down, obviously, a couple of centimeters if you wanted to. The kimono I've took from online photographs of a summer kimono, and it didn't have the black had to search my brain then. It's an obi. The black obi was from a different one, but black and pink go together quite well. The original kimono had a few more extra flowers, I believe. The ones on the front are the same. The ones on the, I mean, I've taken what I've seen and I've put slightly my own spin on it. I've enjoyed doing those. They've not come out as good as I wanted them to. It's a learning curve. And they were quite simplistic like this, to be honest with you. The ones I was looking at, they weren't overly developed like you saw in the box art. I can't remember. Yeah, it did. No, it didn't. I think it didn't. I think it was all in pink. I added the yellow and put the little flowers around it from a different kimono. Again, yellow and pink you can get away with. We'll go on the masks. That's actually supposed to be, again, my memory's smashed to pieces, but I think that's a young girl. I know, why has it got grey eyebrows? It looks like Buddha and all the rest of it. I don't know. That's why I had to go and looking up all these things. This is an Oni mask. Again, marra Beetle came back to me and said, yeah, it's an Oni. So, and obviously she plays different parts, when they're doing all the tea rituals, not rituals, but you know what I mean, all that type of stuff. I think the box artist has done her all in pale colours, like the heavy makeup. The ones I'd seen, they actually had just down as I've painted it here. You see the natural colours of the skin, and only the top piece was actually painted in like the heavy makeup, and you can't see it particularly because of the shadows. But I've done the heart shape around the brow there and the hairline with the white. That seemed quite something that was done. The different types of entertainers, the geishas, and it goes through that. And I can't for the life of me think the different. There's different. There's two. There's like a trainee geisha and a normal geisha. Again, she's not a geisha. I'm just saying it for anybody that's interested. They have through the makeup. They have the natural skin colours going in different patterns behind the neck. The makeup. That's what I've been seeing on ladies that were doing it in Japan as part of different festivals, and also what I was seeing on colour woodcuts, flowers. I can't remember if I think I've just these are my own colour flowers that I've done. Now I can't remember what these were called again. Now I should have wrote all this down. These are like turtle shell, not tortoise but turtle, and they're quite translucent. And I've tried to paint them that way, so when you look at them, actually they've come up quite well. I surprised myself. So I put some obviously really bright colours underneath, and then just put paint washes over the top to give that translucent type effect. The hairband, I've done that hairband 2,000 times, I reckon. Not hairband, hair comb. Finally came up with this green and like this poppy type. Well, it's not poppy, but you know, like the red type of look to them. And that's about it, I think. Yeah, the back's fairly plain. Obviously, it's cut off there, so you're not going to see a lot of the flowers that would have been on the normal kimono, but they are shown in representation. And then again, you've got a natural skin colour again, roughly going down there. So yeah, I was raring to go on this. I'm a bit of a Japan file, is it? You know, I like all things Japanese. As I say, I collect Japanese stamps and things. I was raring to go on this, and it was one of those that I glued it badly. For some reason, the glue rippled up, and I didn't do good enough job cleaning it off before I rushed into painting. I wasn't overly happy with the flowers. There were lots of things I wasn't happy with, which is a shame. I might do this again at some stage, but I'm not in the mood to do 2 Oirans in the space of a good few years. But yeah, it's still nice. It still looked good in the cabinet. It's nice to have a more brighter, you know, a brighter looking. Well, it's a bust, really, isn't it? But you know, figure bust in the actual cabinet. I have obviously a lot of military ones in there. I've literally I've done this one, the United States Marine Corps in Guadalcanal. As you can see, I've got the turned brass on that one, but it wasn't working on this Oiran. There's a lot more to her. I've had him out of the cabinet and in the drawer since I've done him. So when this goes back, he's finally going in there too, because I really enjoyed doing that one. Out of the two, I enjoyed this one the most. Not because it was particularly a military subject. It just fell together nice. Everything that I did on him, I was happy with. He's supposed to be squinting into the sunlight. I did lots of cuts and bits and pieces on him, so I was very pleased with him. And this one, as I say, when we say that they fought, you know, this one fought me, it didn't. I fought this one really. I made life a lot harder for myself than I needed to. But I'm still pleased with her. And as I say, it's a nice focal point, especially as I like Japanese art and things like that. So I'm happy that I've done her. And you know, I was saying to Beetle, I won't be doing one in the next month or two, but I will get another bust. I've got one particular bust in the still boxed up, but it's a Waffen SS one, and I'm not going to be doing that um, on YouTube. It's just not worth it. It's not worth the aggro from YouTube. Yeah, I'll be getting another bust at some stage. I have got a mini bust as well, and of a Napoleonic general. I'll probably do that one as well at some point. But it is a mini one rather than one of these larger ones. So you look after yourselves. I finally got this up to as a completion. I'm sorry she's slightly on the skew. It's just how we roll in this house. So yeah, I've got some photographs at the end. The eyes did come out quite nice in the end, as in the eyeballs rather than just the makeup. Obviously, because of the makeup, it tends to draw it away from the eyes in one sense. But yeah, very nice. You look after yourselves. Thanks for taking the time and stopping by and taking a look. And we'll catch each other very soon on another video.